Well, I never thought I'd be glad to see the inside of this place again.
Will they lock you up for looking now, Dad?
Oh, I can't see how they can. I wasn't the only one forced out onto the moors at gunpoint. There was a whole crew of us, couldn't wait to get back inside.
So, you'll still be out on the 25th?
I'd say it might even be sooner. Oh, well, they want to question someone we all know.
That was him on the dirt bike, wasn't it?
Very likely.
Dad, a dirt bike tried to run me down the other night.
I think the man on the dirt bike is about to get his comeuppance.
I suppose he thinks we've all drowned.
Yes. Which gives us a bit of an edge. Anyway, if you two have dried off, it's probably best if you start heading back.
The 25th? That's the day after tomorrow, isn't it?
It is tomorrow. So, be prepared.
So how do you feel about freedom now, Dad?
Do you know, I think the tide has turned. And I don't just mean the mighty River Dart. See you both soon.
Hey, look, there's a note from Mum. Hope it was a good party. Oh, Mum's basic. She knows it was no party. Dad's pretty amazing too, isn't he?
Yeah, especially at sending coded messages.
Like, it's already tomorrow.
Oh, see, you've got that too then. That's coming out today, isn't it?
They must have done it to protect him, in case.
So, like Dad said, we need to be prepared.
What's the time? My phone's drowned.
4:10.
Too early for dawn. So what's that red glow?
I don't know. I think we better find out.
High Street, is it? Thorne's Antique Shop. We're going to have our work cut out to stop it spreading.
You two knew your dad was coming out a day early?
Well, we only found out last night, so we couldn't tell anyone.
You could have woken me.
Well, the main thing is we're all back together again, thank God.
Except, it's not over, is it, Dad? We so hoped that we could have found some evidence in the wreckage, but now it's all gone up in smoke. But who started the fire?
Well, it's difficult. The wiring, it could have been an accident. The wiring in a building that old is going to be dodgy. but more likely it was started deliberately to destroy the evidence.
And I bet she had the nerve to claim her insurance as well.
Just remind me, what was it that Juliet Thorne said when Bancroft asked her where the diamonds were hidden?
Something about hiding in plain sight, whatever that means.
I think I do know what that means.
Well, what does it mean?
Just that not everything that burns goes up in flames.
So there could still be some evidence in the wreckage. But if there is, won't she be back to look for it?
Ah. Chief Inspector Hammond is being as good as his word about getting corroborating evidence. Not only is he interviewing Bancroft, he's called in Juliet Thorne as well.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Nightfall. We need the cover of darkness.
What are we waiting for, Dad?
Looking for a glittering prize.
Well, there's nothing glittering in here, and it stinks.
Seems to be using this to disable the electrics. Hold it steady for me,
Oh,
will you?
Dad, why don't I go up here? Oh, please yourself, Dad. You usually do.
What we got here? It's made up of a number of brilliants.
Not so brilliant now.
Yeah, but what's beneath all this dust and soot?
Dad, should we be spending all that time on that and not the safe?
Well, I'll tell you what, you two have a look at the safe and leave your dad to see all this sooty old glass.
Empty. I suppose this was the first place the police looked.
Oh, interesting. Looks like we might have power after all.
Dad, what are you doing trying to start a fire?
The temporary light up.
Oh my God, Dad. What have you done?
Found what was hiding in plain sight. That's what he's done.
Diamonds are born in intense heat and pressure. That inferno would have done these beauties no harm at all. At last, we have our last piece of evidence.
Thank you, everyone. Now, before we get down to the serious business of offloading onto Simon the backlog of work that's accumulated while he's been away, I have an announcement to make. We all know that serious miscarriages of justice occur, and we all know they don't always get put right. Simon, we were all shocked when you were unjustly imprisoned, and we're thrilled that you're back here among us without a slur on your character.
Yeah.
Now, I have my news outlet. Simon, this is a book contract. We want you to tell your story to the world. A great many people want to hear it.
Well, Chief, you've really caught me on the back foot.
Not chief anymore, Simon. I'm stepping down the editorship of this dear old rag, and I can't think of a better person to take it on. If that is, you can find time while you're busy writing your book. To Simon! Cheers!
I thought it was faster paced than last year's, which I saw. I liked last year's, but it rattled along really nicely. Very tense and quick fire sort of scenes, and yeah, it worked really well. And the music and the wonderful gauze on the stage, of course, which creates such a lovely effect. So yeah, really enjoyed it.
Oh, excellent. It's very good. I really enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it? I did, yeah.
I thought it was rather good. It's a nice plot, and I was expecting a sting in the tail at the end there, but there wasn't. But that was a good storyline. I'm really pleased, and I should look forward to your next production.
What about the special effects? Very good.
Yeah, I was saying, a few times we've been to see the Paraway players in live wire. The effects have always been rather good, haven't they? Very technical, and it kind of adds to the performance. So keep it up.
Very nice. Yeah. Did you enjoy it?
It was really good fun.
What did you think of the special effects that they had tonight?
Extremely interesting.
Actually, you really enjoyed
My
them.
son is the baddie.
Oh.
I thought it was very good. I thought everyone was very, Tony was very convincing. And yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it.
Lovely, really good. It's nice to see a production actually. It's very rare that I get to do it. So I really enjoyed being this side of the curtain this time round. Yeah.
And the baddie, he was a good baddie.
He was. I've definitely got. He's giving me a run for my money on my baddie last year.
Would you do a bit more?
Yeah, no, he's really good. Really good acting actually. Really enjoyed it.
Really good performances.
What did you think of the special effects with the gauze?
Excellent. Yeah, it's really good.
It does make a lot of depth to it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Very good. That drop and everything was excellent.
It gave it a lot of atmosphere, didn't it?
Yes, that was one of the things we picked up on, was the atmosphere here.
Yeah, I thought it was very good. Yeah, and I loved the setting and the lighting and what they've done here. It's lovely.
The special effects really do make a massive difference, don't they?
Yes, they definitely.
I think it was really good. I think that every one of Jane's plays is so different, so that every actor or member of the community can have a go, even if they don't want to do panto, they have something else to try, and I think that's really good and key to this.
So I'm playing Chrissy, the youngest sister. I really enjoy playing her because she's the character that I'm really not, and I'm really enjoying the production.
So has it been challenging playing somebody that's nothing like you?
It can, because you're not sure how she would say some of the words, but I think I'm getting there. Yeah.
Have you enjoyed it?
Yes, definitely a lot. I really have liked the cast and the crew. It's all gone very fun, and doing some of the scenes that involve a lot of attitude, I really enjoy. It's very fun.
Excellent. How long have you been rehearsing?
Yeah, around 3 months.
Oh, so it's been quite a chunk of time then.
Yeah, it has, but it's gone by very fast.
Has it?
Yeah, very fast.
I'm Robin. I'm playing Gemma, who's the older sister. She's about 18-ish, 17-ish, and it's really good. Yeah.
You enjoyed it?
Oh, it's been great.
So what's special about her character then?
She's the one who kind of toes the line. So she wants to. She's a very family person, and she wants to make sure that everything's going right for her family.
So is she a good character?
Yeah, she's a good character. Well, I think so anyway.
Yeah, don't give anything away.
And it's my first ever straight play.
Is it?
So that's very exciting.
So how have you found doing that?
It's challenging, very challenging, because you can't jazz hands your way through it. However,
it's not pantomime.
It's not panto. You can't, leg slap and jazz hands and all that. However, it's been a good challenge, and it's been worth it 100% to see it all come together, and for everybody because everybody's so lovely, and we all get along, and it's kind of like it's one family, which is nice.
Oh, that's great, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, so the gauze is being used for backdrops for certain scenes, and there's going to be some video things as well, but I'm not going to say too much.
atmosphere.
It adds atmosphere mostly, and it adds that little bit of something special that you don't get with most other
Amateur
dramatic things.
Hi, I'm playing Simon Armitage. I've been mistakenly imprisoned for a crime I never committed.
Oh,
It is, oh wow, indeed. And I've been pressured and bullied by an evil detective inspector who's standing over there. What else? But the tables turn, I get out, and we get the evidence we need to put him away and his wicked accomplice.
wow. That sounds like quite an intriguing plot.
Well, yes, it is, but it's not that dark, especially at the end when all the with all the lights, which you'll see. You'll understand that when you see it. I've done a lot of panto. I've done a lot of comedy. It's rare that I've ever done a thriller, so that was an interesting challenge. Good fun. They're a good group, and yeah, it's done very well.
Excellent. So have you had to have lots of direction, or have you been able to put your own stamp on it?
Bit of both, really. Yes, obviously had some direction from Jane, but no, she's good. She listens to the cast, and yeah, we've got some input as well.
Afternoon. I'm playing the evil detective. Is he evil? No, of course he's not. Totally misunderstood. Detective Inspector Bancroft. And I know you've just been talking to my oppo, Mr. Armitage. Now, he thinks that I'm really bad, but I'm not really. I like him, really, but don't tell him, will you? It's been great fun. Absolutely great fun. We moved into the village in September, and I used to do a lot of drama many years ago. I was chairman of another drama group for many years, and then moved into the village, and hey presto, here we are.
Wow.
So, it's been great fun. Absolutely brilliant fun. I should have done it many years ago. Should have got back on the boards. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, how lovely to be able to join Perry-Way Players, because they are so adventurous, aren't they, with the things they do?
Definitely. It's a beautiful venue. You've got everything you need here. You've got the bar, you've got the hall, you've got the lights, you've got a good stage. It's great fun. Great fun.
And they do up the tech that they need. They are a level above normal amateur dramatics, aren't they?
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, there is everything you need here. Certainly. Definitely. As being said, it has been really good fun.
So were you involved in it right from the beginning?
Yes.
Did you get cast then?
Yeah, came to the auditions, and as I say, only came into the village in September. We saw the last pantomime, and therefore thought, yeah, we'll come along. Came along to the audition expecting just to get a very small part, but following the reading, I came away with something a little bit more. But it's been brilliant.
So
Really has.
How's it been learning the lines then?
Fine. As I say, having done it previously, I've just adopted the old skills. It's amazing how quickly they come back.
So you've enjoyed it then?
Oh yes, definitely.
Brilliant.
Definitely. I could thoroughly recommend it to anybody.
Okay, so I'm Julie Ryan, and I play the part of Harriet Gisborne, who is the editor of the local newspaper. It's only a small part, but she's quite important because she actually helps the sisters to try and clear their father's name. Their father was a journalist who used to work for her newspaper.
Oh.
So when the sisters come up against problems with the corrupt police, she's their last resort, really. It's been really interesting, especially coming straight from Panto, where I was a real baddie, and this time she's a goodie, so it's been quite a nice change.
So she's a good character?
Yeah, she's the one that kind of saves the day, really. And it's been great fun working with the youngsters, because the two girls who played the sisters have been brilliant.
Have they?
Really good. So there's probably half of us that were in Safe House last year, and then some new members to Perry-Way Players as well.
So how have the new members blended in?
It's been great, actually. We've got a really, really good cast, and they've fitted in so well. It's been wonderful.
Because it's a big commitment.
It's a huge commitment. I don't think you realise when you first start out how much of a commitment it's going to be. So apart from the Tuesday rehearsals, we've had Sundays, and this week, it's been Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, dress rehearsal, then we've got production Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday, obviously, we've got to strike the set, and then we're helping out at the overeating. So it's a bit of a week.
Have you had to do any research for your character?
No, not really, not for my character, no. Yeah, it's been good. I've enjoyed it, really enjoyed it.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Jill Armitage. I play the girl's mum.
Okay.
I'm busily trying to hold the family together because Dad's obviously been put away for crime that he hasn't. He's been framed for. No, he's done nothing wrong. He's been framed for
terrible.
a robbery that
So
he
what
didn't commit.
what's Mum think about that?
Oh yeah, she's with the girls. Solidarity. We've got to get him out. Yeah, we've got to free Dad. Clear his name. No. I'm always working, or I'm tired and I'm sleeping, or busily eating my tea. So towards the end, I'm solidarity, and I stick together with the girls, and we're out to get the culprits.
Brilliant.
It's only a small part. I just come on, off. I'm supporting the family.
Have you had to do any research for this role particularly, or?
No, Jane's a brilliant writer. She's done it all for us.
Really? So has she been able to give you some direction, or have you been able to do your own, add your own bits?
A lot of direction from Jane, yeah, because she's got a vision and she knows how it's to be portrayed, so it's wonderful.
Have you done anything like this before?
No, I'm usually backstage. You never see me.
Oh, really? So this is something quite different for you then?
Yeah, I come out now and again. I've played gardener, the odd witch here and there, the odd fairy here and there.
How about, because as this is quite a sort of dramatic play, have you done
Yeah, I did Just in the Air Suspended. I played
Don't move it, I'm just popping the screw back in.
Did you? Floating backwards and forwards. I did have lines. Yeah. That was fun.
Has it been difficult learning lines?
I always find it difficult learning lines for the first couple of months, and then it just all slots in.
Because it is important for everybody to do their bit, isn't it?
Yes,
Because you're all relying on somebody else to give you that cue line.
That cue line. Somebody misses their cue, and you're thinking, oh my God, where do I come in from here? So you are relying on the other person, and then the next person's relying on you.
Yes, well, it's very much a team, isn't it?
Pantomime, so
no,
we have to be serious.
Yeah, I think one of the girls was saying you can't jazz hands your way out of this.
No, you can't ad-lib. No.
So
I've been happy. Yeah, I wouldn't have done it if I hadn't been happy. So I like Jane's writing, and I like Jane's directing. She's good to work with. So.
I've got a small part. I'm Chief Inspector Hammond. I'm called in by the editor of the newspaper to sort of help these girls sort out their father's unjust imprisonment.
Okay.
And that's it really. Well, it's quite a small part, but
Okay.
never really done serious acting. I've only ever done comedy before. And I know I had a serious part last year. That's my first one. Well, since school anyway. It's quite a long time ago. So I'd have a little dabble again. And it's fine. I come every Tuesday night, and it's been quite a while since February when we started, I think. And sometimes for me it's quite not boring. That's not the word, but I've got a lot of sitting around waiting because I've got such a small part. But then again, you learn the ins and outs and the crux of the story, which that's not a bad thing. See where it's going. Like I said, I'm sort of called in not at the last minute, but I'm called in because I'm a contact of the editor of the newspaper. You see. I've helped her before, so that's why I'm called in to help again.
So have you enjoyed doing this sort of kind of straight drama?
Yeah. Maybe go for something a bit bigger next time. Yeah.
Would you?
Oh yes. Yeah.
Does everybody know their lines?
Yes. Even me. I done last year's. I was the villain last year, the goodie this year. But prior to that, it's only ever been reviews, comedy reviews, pantomime, and comedy play.
So what do you like best?
I must admit, I do like the comedy aspect and getting the feedback from the audience.
Do you?
To that level, yeah. I mean, yes. The
But
interaction more.
it's almost instant gratification, isn't it?
Yes, maybe. Yes. Yeah, it might be that, yeah. Feel important. Like last year, you could tell people were shocked, I suppose, in little parts of it as well. And that's a good feeling to get as well. Getting a reaction, I think that's the main thing. Getting a reaction.
Getting that connection with the audience.
Yes, definitely.
I am Taylor Niblett. I have done several Perrier productions. I've stepped in really at the last minute, and I'm playing a prison guard. I have 2 lines. but not really much character developed with that, but just needed to lend a hand and be an extra really. Just thought about what I should wear, as you can see.
Prison
guard,
Prison guard,
shirt,
yes,
tie.
yes.
Really not much to think about. So they're fine, they're a brilliant team. All really cohesive, everyone works together really well. Quite a lot of banter backstage, it's quite nice. I think I've done 3 pantos and I've done 4 or 5 summer productions. Yes, I enjoy the summer productions more than the pantomimes.
Okay, so do you like the more serious?
Yes, I mean usually the summer production was a farce and I enjoy that sort of humour more than the pantomime. But I also like the more serious plays as well, like the Safe House last year, which I was in.
That was very good. You were very good in that.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was very good.
I'm Ollie Honer and I play a prison guard who helps during a manhunt, who doesn't have any speaking role, he's more just there for atmospheric influence of making it look like there's a massive manhunt going on.
Oh, great. So you're really just acting?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I haven't been involved in a Perio Plays production for the last 3 years because I've been absent, but I wanted to get back involved in it, so I...
Have you enjoyed it?
Yes, I always love working with Perio Players.
Oh, they've got some great technical...
Yes, they do. They are all great people, and I've known them since I was 7, so...
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been involved since I was 7.
So you're gonna come and do some more?
Yes, hopefully, because obviously I used to live in the village, so I know everyone anyway, and it's just slipping back into the old routine of rehearsals and the banter, and it's all really good fun. Yeah. I always love working with Jane because she's always open to ideas, and she's a great director in her own right, and it's just always really fun.
Okay, well, it was very much like doing the Safe House. I knew I could only write a thriller because my novels that I've written about teenagers are thrillers as well, and I know that teenagers have a very, very low boredom threshold, just like me, so it had to be something that would keep the audience right on the edge of their seats, so it was always going to be a thriller, so that's how it just had to be.
So did you have to do any research for your ideas on this one?
Yeah, lots actually. In fact, the research crossed over with research I was doing for the 5th book in my Missing Dad novel series about diamonds, because diamonds are a key theme of Comeback, but they're also a key theme of my Missing Dad book 5. So that was really interesting, the kind of crossover there. And also the theme about teenagers recording criminals being caught in the act as well. There's some of that in my Missing Dad novel as well as in the play. So it's fascinating, the crossover between the novels and the plays. Very interesting.
So how's it been working with this cast that you've compiled together?
They're awesome. I mean, it was difficult casting it because whereas Safe House had quite a small cast of about 5, this has 9. And so I knew it was going to be tricky, but I was holding my breath as to whether or not I would get everybody together. But it was just terrific, especially because getting the 2 girls, the 2 sisters. We started off when I wrote the play with a brother and a sister like we had in Safe House. But it soon turned out I wasn't going to get a brother. Well, what I had got was 2 sisters, so it was a quick change to the script, and the brother who was called Jem became Gemma, and it just works an absolute treat. So yeah, it was just very, very serendipitous, shall we say.
Oh, brilliant. Have they worked hard? Has the cast worked hard for you?
They've worked their socks off. They've asked me, what sort of costumes do you want to see? So I say, you know your part much better than I do. You've kind of created it for me. So it's been absolutely wonderful the way they've grabbed their parts and run with them and worked extremely hard. I really salute them all.
Are you pleased with how it's come along?
I'm delighted that there's always a learning curve in that we've never done anything like Safe House before. We've certainly not done anything like this before. It's different from Safe House in that there is not just the one static set, there are many scene changes, but the kind of skeleton set concept that came up with, we're all really pleased with the way that works. So just one key feature for every set change. It might be prison bars for the prison, curtains for the lounge setting and the settees. So stuff that's very easy to whip on and off to get really, really quick scene changes. That it works almost like television, which I think Daisy's brother Niblet, who's playing one of the prison guards, said, well, it is television, isn't it? I said, you put your finger on it. It's very much like television. It's more like television than a stage drama, yeah.
And the technical details that you've gone into with this play, how has that worked out?
Oh, I'd have to leave my young team at the back to tell you all about that. They are totally awesome. The technical part started with me and basically purchasing files from a professional website so that the royalties are paid on and so forth, movie footage. I did shoot some of the still footage myself because it was so specific I couldn't find it anywhere else, so had to go myself. But the technical side started there, but there was music, like we have Danny's Crook Solid is playing it again, plus another file imported from this website again. And then, of course, there's the special effects. There was a whole page of A4 of special effects for my team to get their heads around. Every single scene is linked by music. So it really is quite hair-raising to any time to think about it, yeah.
Have you enjoyed it now? It's all coming together.
It's been a real roller coaster ride, and it has been massively enjoyable because my cast and my technical crew just never cease to amaze me by how incredibly good they are. I love them to bits.
It's been very good. It's been extreme. It's been a bit of a challenge, to be fair, but we like a challenge. We've had the wonderful additional skills from our young tech guys, which is Windsor and Joe. They've been absolutely sensational. So we've got a team of 3 at the moment. So I'm on video, Windsor's on lighting, and Joe's on sound. So that's been really good. It's all been keyed up by Reese, who is the guy that is our vice and also runs Paradox Productions. And without all of him and his company, none of this would have been possible. So we have to say a big thank you to him. In terms of integrating it from what we've done before, it's definitely the most technical advanced one we've done. Yeah, absolutely, and you'll see that later when it's on. We took on the feedback from the nominated award nomination from last year from NODA for Safe House, and writer director Jane has just done an absolute amazing job of bringing it to life, I guess. As soon as she saw, we're going to do more projection, she lit up, and actually the script that she's done was really good because she put some special icons in. So when you look through the script, we couldn't have done this with a shop bought script because it's just completely 2 different dimensions bringing in. So that's probably the real benefit to the show, is that homegrown's fantastic and that we can tailor it to what we want to do. So within the script she had symbols for sound, symbols for lighting, and then symbols for gauze.
Wow.
So it's really complex script, but it comes to life when you've got it all. So
it's really helpful.
Yeah, I've got to give a big shout out to Jane because it's been her baby, it's her vision, but she's brought it to life. I think she took on a lot from Safe House, and it's a really good plot. We had an opening night last night, had really great feedback. People couldn't believe what they saw in a village hall. So I think that's what makes us a little bit special, doesn't it?
So how about the awards that you've achieved recently?
Yeah, so really proud. We are now an award-winning amateur dramatic society, which is great. I think it was our first award that we'd won, certainly in the time I've been here, and I've been over 20 years. But we went a couple of years ago, 18 months ago, we were nominated and won Best Achievement for our pantomime, which is our bread and butter. And last year we were nominated for Most Innovative Production, so technical innovative production, which is the Safe House. And Jane, our writer and director, and her son Danny, who did the score for the show, which was Crook Solid, won Certificate of Excellence. So
wow,
fantastic. And so I think NODA are in tonight, which is great. So fingers crossed, they'll enjoy it. But I think it's credit to the team and the credit to the group that we're producing that in such a small little venue. And when we collected the awards we went down to Plymouth, and we were Bristol and Plymouth.
Did you?
Yeah, and we got a big black tie and all of that, and it was really nice. But when you sit in the room and you're up against, we've got lots of I would say their class is amateur, but their budgets are like 15 grand, and our budgets, got any beans? When you're sitting there and you're like, this little village hall is being nominated, not only nominated, but is winning against, some of the biggest groups in the area. It's fantastic.
But that just goes to show you what kind of team you've got, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm really proud of them. We've got a great committee at the moment, great members, everyone's happy. Go back 5 years ago, I wouldn't have said putting another show on would have been a struggle, you know. And we are now sort of, you know, from 2015 onwards. What's that? 4 years now. It's like, you know, look at it. You know, everyone's happy.
And the odd new member coming in.
Yes,
which lifts the acting skills, doesn't it?
Absolutely. So it's been nice to integrate. We've had a Simon who's come from the King Stanley Players. That's been nice to integrate the local drama groups. And we've had a new guy joined called Tony, who has come. He's moved to the area, and he's been fantastic. I mean, it's just so nice to have. It's nice to see the group doing more.
Yeah.
It's nice to do.
Well, it makes a bit of competitiveness, doesn't it?
It
with the
does,
casting?
yeah, absolutely. And I think it's nice to see that, you know, not just kids are wanting to get involved in this day and age. You know, it's one of those things. You know, with everything going on in the world, with YouTube and Facebook and all the video games, you know, the art of Amdram and Panto and plays and all that sort of stuff is dying out. So it's nice to see that there's still a very big interest in the area, and you know, and long may it live. And I hope after everyone sees this tonight that they'll go, oh, we want to get involved in that next year. And you know, we've got Panto coming up again, which is great. So you know, but in terms of the cast, I'm really proud of everyone, and I think, you know, I think Jane is. I mean, your hats off to everyone. It's been a small production. It's been intense.
A big production.
yeah, it's probably the most technically advanced production we've ever done, and it's one of the smallest. So it's a bit crazy, but it's been good fun, and it's really great to have seen, you know, it come to life, I guess. And the projection stuff is just, it's like a big immersive experience. That was one of the big feedbacks we had last night. I won't give too much. Well, it's for the DVD. We have people come out, and we actually involve the entire audience within the show. They don't have to do anything, but it's like it's everywhere. You know, so everyone. It's not just this two-dimensional flat area. We've got, you know, and I think that's what we do really well. So, on with the show anyway. All right.
I'm on lighting, so Reese, the Pro LX producer, he's like programmed and set up all these lights in here. So he's on jobs at the moment, so I've had to step in like the last couple of years, and I've been doing lighting.
Is it something that you enjoy doing?
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I like the technical side over the actual play, because when I was younger, my mum was doing Perrier Players, and me and my brothers joined, and we were acting. We had small parts, but I didn't enjoy it that much. However, I really enjoy the technical side of it.
So is this something that you might like to go on to do in media?
I was thinking more of sound in the future.
Oh, okay.
Even though I'm doing lighting at the moment, but it's still kind of overlap.
Yeah, it's technical support to the production, isn't it?
Yeah. As Jane is, she wants all these special effects, so we've done our best to get the ones she likes. As there's like an electric shock in one pit, so we've had to put strobes in.
Wow.
So yeah, tried our best.
So there's quite a few things going on.
Yeah, we have the sound, we have the lighting and projection. Craig is on projection, Joe is on sound, and I'm on lighting.
I am doing sound effects and also helping out a little bit here and there with the projection and lighting.
Okay, so how's it been? Because I know Jane's productions are a bit high tech, aren't they? So how's it been meeting her demands?
It's been a challenge, I would say, but it's been good. I think nothing she's asked is completely out of the picture extraordinary, but I think there's a lot of complicated timings and so it is a challenge, and I think that's what makes it interesting, makes it fun.
Do you particularly enjoy doing the sound work that you do?
So I've been in Perrier for about over a decade now.
Oh, really?
Since I was very tiny. So I used to be on stage, I used to act, and now I do more behind the scenes things. But I've sort of transitioned over the last year into doing that. So it's kind of a new challenge, something I'm not hugely used to, but it's good.
So do you prefer to be behind the camera or in front of it?
Definitely behind. I did my degree in film, so.
Oh, did you? You did a media degree?
I did.
Oh, where did you do that?
Gloucester College.
Oh, right.
I am slowly picking up work at the moment. I only graduated in November.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to get my foot in the door, as it were.
Okay.
But I mean, part of that is doing Perrier, because I'm working with people like Craig and Reese, who are, you know, Craig is working on his own film stuff. Reese is obviously a professional lighting expert.
Yes.
So part of that is just coming here every week and talking to these guys. but I did more camera work, whereas what I'm doing here is it's sound and stage, so it's a completely different programs, different things to learn. Gives me a much wider skill set.